Boom shakalaka, what's going on, guys? Randall here from Crypto Love, and yes indeed, late night live stream. It's like a little later than afternoon live stream here on the East Coast, but for people in Europe, it is super late night for them. So what's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? And what are we taking a look at today? Whole bunch of stuff going on with cryptos. Not really, kind of just a sideways market. Ugh, the waiting. The waiting is the hardest part. I'll tell you. What's up, DBZ, Charlie, Coin Collector, PW, here again, twice in one day. What's up, Crypto Ray, Charlie Joslin, Jiri Govind. It's not my birthday. I don't know why everybody says it's my birthday every day, but thank you very much. It's not my birthday, but thank you. I appreciate that. I'll pretend you said that on my birthday. S-Mert, what's up? Smash the likes, nuke the likes, beat the shit out of the likes. Kachu, hey from Spain, how are you doing? Do I only have one shirt? I will leave that to your imagination. I mean, I may not have watched it ever either. Hey, Tony from Malta, what's up? Say hi to Binance and Tron over there for me. Maybe, is it OK Exchange? Duty Dude, the dude's in town in England. The Duty Dude. The Sam Show. Hello, everybody. Mint tea. Delicious. Joe, Jay, Frank, Matt. What's up, everybody? Bedford. Hello from Greece. Scarface. All over the world. People are showing up from all over the world. Hello from Holland. What's up, KJD? Board Elf. Need some cute ladies in the interviews. I did that on my 69,000 subscriber special, but I'll have to try and find some here. Boom shakalaka, Thomas Lee, Mark, John, hot your shirt, Aaron, Jameson. Hello, everybody loves crypto. I love crypto too, guys. Oh, I know it's tough waiting. I know it is tough waiting, tough as can be. We see the market cap and we're like, oh, I know it's gonna go. I know it's gonna go. It's coming. It's coming. Thanks very much for that, the Sam Show. Yeah. So I just saw this article today that I have to share with you guys. I'm probably going to share this a couple times on this live stream because this article reminds me that it's all freaking worth it. Okay? So I didn't really read the whole article. I just went for the pictures, you know? Kind of like what you do with Playboy. You miss the articles, you just go for the pictures. But anyways. No, I've never looked at a Playboy. I wouldn't know. Bitcoin's year-on-year return. Now we think, okay, with what happened this previous year, because looking at what happened with the rest of Bitcoin, we think that was extraordinary. We're like, well, how could it ever go higher? Well, I'll tell you. You get some actual financial people to take a look at this. They look at the Bitcoin year-on-year return, and actually this spike is kind of small. Okay? That's like a teeny little one. Back in 2014, 2013, those were some spikes. Like 40x, 100x. This was just a 20x. Just a small little spike. Really not that significant. And then also, if we take a look on the year-on-year return percent deviation from the LTD, whatever that thing means, again, just small compared with back in 2013, 2014, also 2012. So what does that mean? Well, it means to me that Bitcoin is a screaming buy. Okay? Now there was someone who said this a while ago. I think it was Pantera Capital. They said Bitcoin's a screaming buy. Why? Because this is one of the first times since like 2015, and it doesn't happen often. This is one of the first times that Bitcoin is under the 200-day moving average. Now, normally for other assets in, stocks, things like that, when they get under the 200-day moving average, It's not a good sign. But, guys, look at how many people went to consensus. Like 10,000 people. Even though they were charging $3,000 a person, they still got 10,000 people there. Look at how many people are into Bitcoin, blockchain technology. I know it's not the very beginning. I know. I get it. It's not the very beginning, but it's still very early on in blockchain technology and in world adoption of Bitcoin and blockchain. So, I mean, with Bitcoin now, this green line here is a 200-day moving average. With Bitcoin under the 200-day moving average, oh, it's just screaming by. It's screaming. So, because of that, I'm pretty optimistic. Now, there was something in here about something else, but, you know, you get the idea. I'll go over it again later on. But yeah, right now the markets are just going sideways. Sideways and down. Yeah, sideways and down the markets a go. But yeah, let's see what you guys have to say. Talk about Q-Link again. I think Q-Link's going to do awesome. I mean, they're the first people to actually bring decentralized VPNs to the market. Like, if you take a look, so Q-Link just rebranded to QLC Chain. So you can check out their new website there. But they have an app, the WinQ app. Let's see. You can go, let's take a look on the Google Play Store, because that's where it is. So you can go and download this app. Check it. Ready? You can search WinQ. Okay, boom. Secure VPN. You can download this app so you can get a secure VPN on your phone, and so you can download it. They've got some good reviews. That's not bad, really. But you can start earning money. Basically, if you have wireless, or not wireless, but like if you have internet that you want to let someone use, you can let them use that as a VPN, and then you earn QLC tokens, Q-Link tokens. So yeah, decentralized VPN brought to market, the first Neo app on the App Store. Booyakasha. That's me shilling QLC. Yeah, cool. Yeah, Cowboy Cerrone. I don't really look like him with the beard, though, do I? Have to have something else. Yeah, PW. I saw that article. That was there. Amazon eyes Ethereum, partners with consensus to simplify blockchain access. Guys, I've said it a million times. As soon as these big ones like Amazon, Facebook start coming out with their own coins or whatever, I am backing the shit out of that. Like, if there's a Facebook coin, I'll be buying it on day one. Or day two if I didn't hear about it on day one. But I will absolutely, most definitely be buying some. Well, news at Consensus. Famous online retailer Amazon is partnering with Ethereum Design Studio in a bid to assist the deployment of blockchains for business enterprises and make them faster and easier to create. Awesome. So yes, that's good news for Ethereum. I would love to see what the Ethereum price does. There were predictions Ethereum could go to 15,000 this year. Fingers crossed. But you know, this wasn't the first time that news came about, because back in April, they launched out-of-the-box blockchain networks for Ethereum and Hyperledger Fabric protocols. That means people don't need to learn to code. They can just implement it on their businesses, and that's pretty crazy. So Ethereum definitely getting some recognition there with Amazon. We'll have to see what it does for the speed. Okay, apparently Hex and FuseX. Wow. Man, Hex must be doing something pretty crazy for like 1,000 people to be asking for it. Or it's just like a little pump group. Let's see. Hex. Did Superman just talk about this one or something? I would be, oh my gosh, that's probably why. Well, how about that? Jeez. I mean, it's available, barely available, so only on Cryptopia, Yobit, CryptoBridge. The price has already shot up this much. It's been around for a year, and then all of a sudden, what's the news with Hex? Like, why does everybody want to know about Hex? Is Neo still a good hodl? For life, man. I'm a Neo for lifer. I also have some ontology as well, so I think they're both good to have. But yeah, Neo for life. Oh, Twitter pump. What, did McAfee say Hex is like the next Bitcoin? Oh, man. It's private. Did McAfee say Hex is better than Bitcoin private? Bitcoin 0x. Oh, here we go. So a fork between Hexcoin and Bitcoin will happen Q3 2018 and result in the unique coin 0x. Is that why people want to get into it? Is that what's going on? People want it because free stuff. That makes sense. The only difficult, or what? This doesn't make sense. So it says Bitcoin 0x will be awarded to Bitcoin and Hexcoin holders at the ratio of 1-to-1, i.e. you get one Bitcoin 0 for every Hex or for every Bitcoin that you own. So why on earth would you own Bitcoin? You would just buy Hex, right? Because those are $13, whereas Bitcoin is whatever, and you get that many more. Interesting. Well, I'm sure a lot of people are buying these Hex coins and just waiting for Q3 because there's a free... Where did it go? Because there's a free Bitcoin fork. Ooh, mysterious team. Yeah, this one, I mean, okay, so privacy coin. I think with this, most of the people are just buying it to get the free Bitcoin 0x in Q3. All right. So because they want to fork with Bitcoin, produce that. Everybody's forking with Bitcoin. Do I think? I mean, you got to look back with, what was the other one? Just for... What was it called? The one that just Bitcoin Pro. Oh, Z Classic. There we go. So you got to take a look at what happened with Z Classic, because Z Classic was a similar thing. All right, it was trading at $1. News about a launch went up to like $100, $200, almost $300. Okay, price shot up there. And then now, boom, price is back. There's talk about another Bitcoin fork coming out, and people start buying it again. So I would expect something similar to happen with Hex. All right, but where we are in terms of the price, that's one thing that's really tough to predict. You never know. So is this, I mean, over the past couple days, the price is coming back down. So it was an all-time high of 16, now down to 13. But is it going to go up higher? Is it going to come back down? The volume is coming back down quite a bit. So with the volume coming down, I would expect the price to come down as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, FuseX. That was the other one you guys wanted. Not on here, so let's see. Use your cryptocurrency in real life because none of us actually ever do that. See, this image was made back when one Bitcoin was $6,958. They need to update that. Tradable from the 10th of May on Hit BTC? Really? Oh, I might have heard about this. It's like a little credit card that holds your cryptos on there. E-paper display. I mean, cool concept, definitely. Most definitely cool concept. At least in the, in the United States, we're having difficulty with a lot of the card servicers. But if they're creating their own card, they have Mo Levin and Charlie Shrem and Ismail Malik. So they got, these, well, not Mo Levin, but Ismail, he is making a killing off of being advisor to everything. Charlie Shrem, I'm sure he's doing it as well. And partners. I don't see any big investors there, but, no biggie. My question would be, do you put all of your cryptos on here? Smarter way to pay. And what happens if your card gets stolen? Hopefully there's a recovery thing. But cool concept, definitely. Storm, yeah, I heard Storm turned purple. Let's check it out. Let's see, it did a little bit for the price. Look, the price is spiking right there, just a wee little bit. Probably because it turned purple. Did they rebrand the website? No. Gamified micropayments. Hey guys, I just did an interview with Jimmy Zhang from IOST, and he had a very good point that a lot of these projects are just a lot of fluff. Who knows if they'll actually take off? Now, I'm not saying anything particularly for Storm. I'm just saying, but a lot of projects out there have not much behind them. So, just be cautious when shopping around for cryptos. There was a picture that I saw somewhere today where it's like crypto ideas. Basically, the white paper is like this beautifully drawn horse. The implementation is like a crudely drawn horse, and then what it actually looks like is just a stick figure, and that's how blockchain stuff works. Okay, Odyssey. Odyssey is popular. I know a lot of people have mentioned this one. I've seen that logo all over the place. The price has just taken a plop. So, for those of you who haven't been to a lot of live streams or that haven't watched me, I generally tend to go after platforms or like working real life solutions. But I like platforms. Tether is a threat for cryptos. I agree, Andres. Tether is scary because let's say I've been thinking about this. Let's say Bitcoin goes up to $116,000, like I said on that episode this morning, and then we see like a bearish cross on the MACD, it starts going down. And suppose I want to secure my gains, but everybody's going to want to do that at the same time. Tether's going to be big and bloated, and then if Tether goes under and there goes all your money, what happens then? Scary. Scary, scary, scary. All right, talk about POA Network. I did a video on POA Network. All right. So they basically, because Odyssey's not loading. Basically, POA network is identical to Ethereum, but a different consensus, proof of authority. All right, and they had, I mean, I gotta say the website's very attractive. I like the colors. It's very just warm and friendly. But it's using a side chain to Ethereum. And what they just did recently, the POA bridge here, you can have POA 20 tokens from your Ethereum. So basically, you can switch back and forth between blockchains. It doesn't actually send the tokens between the blockchains, but it just holds the tokens on one chain, has like a fake token on the other one that's supposed to simulate it, and then there you have it. Oh, Quark Chain is definitely an ICO that I would be looking at if I could do ICOs. So we'll take a look at Quark Chain. Let me just get this news so I can get these articles out of here. And remind me of Quark Chain if I don't remember. But Coinbase, $10 billion institutional investor market with new suite of products. I went over this morning in the news, so they have a whole bunch of investor products. But I was surprised. This headline surprised me. I was very surprised that the institutional investor market is only $10 billion. I was kind of let down. I thought it would have been like 10 trillion, but I guess not. So $10 billion, still cool because most of the money in cryptocurrency is like air money. It doesn't actually exist. So, that 10 billion could turn into 100 billion or a trillion or 10 trillion, whatever it is. This is big news for Ethereum also. So aside from Amazon eyeing up Ethereum, Ethereum also got eyed up by CME. Everybody's eyeing Ethereum, talking about Ethereum futures. Okay, so they created this CME CF Ether dollar reference rate and real-time index so they could know the actual real-time price of Ethereum in US dollars so that they can trade futures. Very cool. So we might see that coming up sometime soon. And yeah. All right. Now, there was a question. Yo, Seminole County, Florida. What's up? Congratulations. You can pay your taxes in Bitcoin. Bitcoin. What do I think about Bitcoin private? McAfee thinks it's better than Monero. I think it is another privacy coin, fork of Bitcoin. There's talk about some stuff behind it. I haven't done too much research on Bitcoin private. That's the honest answer. Oh yeah, Quark Chain. That's what I was going to talk about. Quark Chain. So definitely a high capacity peer-to-peer transactional system. Okay? So this is something that could revolutionize the world. Talking about a boatload of transactions per second. So this is what people love. And, ICO's risky. Do your own research. This is just my opinion, okay? But ICOs, I can't participate in these. I'm in the US. But something like this is something that, gets pretty good returns. Most likely. All right? So it's a good concept. It's talking about transactions per second. You look at any ICO recently that's done just transactions per second as they're selling thing, boom. They've gotten pretty good returns. Two-layered blockchains. So it's a protocol here. And in terms of the team, former Googler. All right. So they have a very Asian team. Let's see, anyone that I recognize? Nope. All right. But I think that this one would probably do good. Again, that's just my opinion, not anything else. Another one that I think would do good, just because I want to give you guys everything, would be Liquidity Network. Another one. We're talking transactions per second, trillion transactions off blockchain. This one's cool. I did an interview that'll be coming out sometime soon with with one of the co-founders. But yeah, this one is They have an exchange. Oh, they got some. They did put the team on. Awesome. Because before there was just 2 pictures. All right, there were these 2 guys. I spoke with Dr. Arthur Gervais. There was also Rami on there. Now they got the whole team on there because that was a big thing. But that's another one. Definitely keep an eye out for. Lots of transactions. This is a second layer solution that is better than Lightning Network. Well, reportedly, allegedly, better than Lightning Network, better than Trinity, better than Raiden, allegedly. So do your own research, but keep an eye out for the interview coming up sometime soon. Oh, and then, let's see. Poly, you guys really like polymath. Okay, PoonDX, Banyan Network. All right, cool. So just remind me of all those if I forget them. I'm going to try and get to all of them. Okay, so first, the one that I remember is PoonDX. Oh, good. The price came back down. That would be could potentially be a good entry point. So PoonDX has a, what the heck happened? Oh, the market cap. Let's go. Yeah, so they're updating the circulating supply. That's why. But basically, they're a point of sale solution for using cryptocurrencies. People can get these little devices that look like this, a little POS device, and then you can get cards. You can basically go to any store that has one of these. You can buy Bitcoin there, you can buy Ethereum there, and get it on your card. You can also use it to pay. You can use your phone to pay. So it's a nice little payment solution. Their plan is to get these things out to people inexpensively, so people start using them. I think they have 4,000 machines to begin with, and yeah, so that's how it's going to be working. It is on the Ethereum blockchain, so we got to worry about, well, not really worrying about transactions, because I think most of this stuff may happen off chain. So yeah, I did a review of this one a little bit. This is one of those ones that, look, they got partnerships with Qtum, Nem, somewhere in South Korea, Stellar, A-Chain. This is something that really needs adoption. And I know we're all looking for quick gains in cryptocurrency. This is something that it may take a while. It's going to require getting adoption. Now, the price right now, let's see, it was 54 and 183 is like 220, so around 110. Yeah. So we're looking at like a 50% pullback. So if you're thinking about this one, yeah, potentially might be a decent entry point, potentially. Let's see what else. There was Poondi, there was, Polymath. Securitized tokens, bringing securities to the blockchain. This is going to be a big thing in, I think, 2018, 2019, 2020 is securities on the blockchain. And that's what Polymath is aiming to do. Now, there are some other competitors. I think T0 is one of them doing it. But what they want to do is enable trillions of dollars of securities to migrate to the blockchain. That's what we want, because lots of securities on there, hopefully price goes up. The next mega trend. Yeah. So real estate, equities, venture capital. They did have Polycon in Bahamas or something. So this is one that probably over the next few years will do really well. They've got $1 billion total supply. It's at $1, so oh right. Circulating supply is only 276. Yeah. What was the other one? There was Oh, T0 is a partner, huh? Hydrogen coin. I'll take a look. Let's see. Oh, Banyan. Hydrogen. Ranked 420. You know it's got to be a good coin if it's ranked 420. It's only been out for half a month. Let's see what we got here. On Mercatox Coin Exchange, Ether Delta. Ooh. Wow, look at that. You can make little waves in the water. That is pretty darn cool. Water is life. Hydro is financial life. FinTech blockchain. Isn't it time to start a public and decentralized blockchain in financial services? Okay. Dev team. Let's see, do they have the other team here? Do they have a white paper here? Uh-huh. There we go. I'll read it in English. Because basically, you know, if they're aiming to do financial services, to me, it would be a good idea for them to have people who've been in financial services on the team or as advisors. Yes. Yeah, I don't see any team members other than the pretty young crowd that they had there. Public. This also concerns me. Okay? And again, I haven't done that much research, but this also concerns me. Half of their white paper is just talking about blockchain, Ethereum, and public ledger. Like standard stuff that any reputable white paper doesn't need to talk about. Now, why do they need to talk about that stuff? I don't exactly know. Probably to impress people who don't know anything about cryptocurrency, maybe. That's just but again, I would need to do more research on that one. Was there talk about stuff for content? Let's see. Yeah, Charlie Shrem is advising everything right now. He's probably the advisor for like 10 ICOs right now. So, and what he does, who knows? He basically just uses his name. Banyan tree. This is one that I wanted to research a bit more. I never got around to it. Only on BuyBox and IDEX. $17 million market cap. Rank 415. Very sideways movement, so not up, not down, not nothing like that. Not nothing like that. Global Data Fusion Value Network. Ooh, look at the team. Look at these pictures. David Zhu, serial entrepreneur. Institute of Technology. Stanford University. Dude, Stanford has like, if you went to school at Stanford and you were computer science, that was just like the thing to do. I kind of wish I went to school for computer science, even though I had to learn programming and such. Oh, look at the advisors. Daniel Wang from Loopring. That's a good one. Bob Wang, founder of High Power Blockchain, High Performance Blockchain. Former VP of Alibaba. Look at that. Angel investors, Loopring HPB. Every time I know this is off topic. Every time I see HPV, or every time I say it, it reminds me of HPV, human papillomavirus. But, that's an aside, obviously. Yeah, so this is one that should probably do more research about. Definitely. Abstract, abbreviation, la 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 la. Cool. Any thoughts on physical gold? No, I don't. It'll probably stay the same price forever. So I'll share a secret with you guys just because you're watching and because you stuck around for 35 minutes. The secret is, I just bought a few cryptos this week, and I'll tell you which ones I did and why, if you want to know. Do you guys want to know? Because maybe you don't want to know. Maybe you're not interested. Maybe you don't want to know? Yeah? Okay, cool. So I'll tell you guys just because, yeah. Be psychic, yeah. All right, so let's see. Which one should I talk about first? All right, cool. So the first one is the one that I actually bought the most of. Deep Brain Chain. All right, so I bought a bit of Deep Brain Chain. Why? Oh, because they have some stuff coming up. Now, okay, let me first preface this with saying I bought all of these as long-term investments. So whether it's going to flip in the next couple days, weeks, months, years, who knows, but I think these have potential for long-term growth. So that's why I bought them, not because there's any hype or anything or whatever. So Deep Brain Chain is the first one that I bought. And again, this is not financial advice. This is just what I did. I am a mere mortal. I just make YouTube videos every day. So do your own research before doing anything. Why Deep Brain Chain? Well, guys, okay, so AI is huge. In case you didn't know, AI is freaking huge. Like, I think there's an article, top 100 AI companies. This is it, I think. Oh, there was a better picture somewhere else. Damn it. Well, there we go. This is it. Look at this. Billions and billions of dollars in AI, and it's just getting started. It really is just getting started. And AI is going to be huge. We all know that. I mean, people have Siri on their phone or the Amazon Echo thing or any of that. It really is the beginning of this. And so a lot of people are posturing to get into artificial intelligence. Well, guess what? Deep Brain Chain is not competing with them. And you're like, huh? But they're not. Okay? So, Deep Brain Chain, yes, they invented Siri like 6 months before Apple did. Yes, they invented the Echo like 6 months before Amazon did. But what they're doing is actually leveraging, it's like decentralized cloud computing for AI. So basically, there's an AI gold rush going on right now, and they are selling the shovels, the jeans, the pickaxes, all of that stuff. That's why I got into it, because there's a lot of, as you can see here, this doesn't include blockchain companies, but this is all the companies working with AI right now, okay? And you can tell we've had a whole bunch of projects, AI projects on the blockchain as well. But Deep Brain Chain isn't competing with them. It's actually, they're going to be using Deep Brain Chain's infrastructure to do whatever they're doing in AI. So I bought a bit of this one because I think it's going to be pretty darn rad. And if you see here, the future of AI mining is coming. Yes, you heard me right. You can mine Deep Brain Chain. All right? They're going to be selling little miners. I wonder if this has the prices and everything on it. I think it does. Yeah. So you can buy these mining stations. This is coming up in later May or June or something like that. You can buy these mining stations, okay, 2 to 4 GPUs for 6,000 to 15,000, 4 to 8 for 13 to 33,000, or for bigger ones you can do that. And you can either have these at your home, or they're talking about having them like housed at these big mining farms. All right, so that's the first thing. So I saw all of this stuff and I said, holy shit, just my opinion, but I mean, it looks like Deep Brain Chain is going to do some ridiculous stuff. Okay, so that's one. That's like my AI play, because artificial intelligence is whatever. It is what it is. It's the future. We're all going to be terminated eventually, but it's the future. Deep Brain Chain is my play on that, and really compared with all-time highs, the prices are quite down. Okay, so I put a bit of money into that. Okay, next one. All right, iOS token. Now you guys know I talk about platforms a lot. I definitely do. And I think this is an underrated platform. Right now it's sitting at about a 50th. This is one that could definitely be higher in my opinion. Now, right now it's very early on in terms of development. Like they don't have a testnet, mainnet, all of that stuff. But they have a pretty killer team. Where is it? Pretty killer team. Okay, guys from Princeton, from Emory, from Tsinghua, from Tufts, a whole bunch of award-winning computer scientists on their team. All right, and not to mention, I mean, Jimmy, the CEO, he's founded multiple VCs. He's already exited a whole bunch of them. So, and they've all been in Bitcoin cryptocurrencies for a while, but they're aiming to do things that a lot of other projects can't, and they're being more realistic about it than some other ones. So I think this is somewhat of an undervalued platform, one that actually has potential for reaching what it's talking about. Also, if you take a look at the, take a look at these investors and partners: Sequoia Capital, Huobi, whole bunch of different ones on there. Nirvana Capital, FBG Capital, In Blockchain. So they have a whole bunch of big name investors, partners on there, listed on a good number of exchanges. But I think that they're doing a different consensus mechanism, proof of believability, so it encourages people. It's not just proof of stake where the rich get richer, it's proof of stake plus you actually have to be involved in order to be rewarded. So that's cool. I think this is one that's somewhat undervalued. Right now it's at $500 million market cap. If it gets up into the $1 billion market cap, that's doubling, but potentially with growth it could go higher than that. So that's another one that I bought some of. And then the last one is Siren Labs. All right, so I bought some Siren Labs. Again, these are long-term plays. These are ones that have workable projects. Like Siren Labs has the Finny phone coming out, and also this one is well below 100th position. So a lot of people don't look at the stuff down there between like 100, 200. This is one that's down there also. Prices come down quite a bit from 352 down to 40 cents. And they've got the Finny phones coming out soon. They've got some other stuff coming out. So the Finny phone's coming out soon. They already have another phone that they've had out for a while. It was a $16,000 phone that pretty much did everything on it. But Finny phone is going to be doing everything that Apple does and a hardware wallet. And they actually have a working prototype of these phones. They're creating them. They're shipping them sometime soon. So these were the projects that I purchased, just to be transparent with you guys, let you know where I put my money recently. Yeah, cool. Oh yeah, not to mention, like, Siren Labs is working with Cardano. Yeah. Cool. So, let's see. Elastos, I love. Let's see where the price is. I do have Elastos. I love it. They're doing. I mean, they're already using their platform for doing self-driving cars. Okay. And this is one I think it's way undervalued as well. Let's see. Aphelion. Aphelion just had something recently happen. I forget what. What was the most recent news with Aphelion? Pretty new. Oh, was it? Did it get listed on KuCoin? Was that it? It's on. Oh, it's on Switch.io and KuCoin. Oh, right. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what the news was. Okay, a decentralized trading platform that gets listed on a decentralized trading platform. That was pretty cool. So on Switch.io, also on KuCoin. Yeah, crypto decentralized exchange powered by Neo. Decentralized exchanges are the way of the future. Pretty much they'll be the only thing probably by the end of 2018, decentralized exchanges. The only issue right now with decentralized exchanges, with most of them, is that they're running on Ethereum, so they're pretty darn slow. Ethereum can handle like 20 transactions per second, so when Ethereum gets bogged down, all of those Ethereum decentralized exchanges get bogged down, so like DDEX, IDEX, EtherDelta, any other ones out there running on the Ethereum network, they get bogged down as well. So potentially with Aphelion being run on Neo, up to 10,000 transactions per second on chain. Cool. Yeah, I think that's a cool project. All right. Oh, okay. If I'm skipping your guys' stuff, I'm sorry. There's just like a million cryptos being asked for. I do want to talk about this one, EOS. And have you guys heard about EOS DAC? This one, I mean, maybe the price could go up. It's really only available on buybacks, DDEX, Hotbit, but this is the community-owned EOS block producer and DAC enabler. Okay, so my question is, will this one's price go up with growing interest in EOS? Because there's definitely growing interest in EOS. I mean, EOS was mentioned on CNBC, somebody calling it a good buy, I think right when it was $20 the other day. So kind of like Ripple when it was $2.50. They were saying it was a good buy. They're also saying EOS was a good buy at $20. Prices come down. I mean, it's hard because for a while, EOS was like 50 cents. So like, for me to see it now at this, it's like, wow, crazy. But there's a lot of talk about EOS. Now things are getting more solidified with EOS in terms of what's actually happening. So they're only having 21 super nodes that they actually select. So they delegate them, the super nodes. Does make it kind of centralized. There's talk about it. But, you know, with blockchain, that's the difficulty, is the more decentralized it is, the slower it is. That's why Ethereum can only do 20 transactions per second, because it's got to send those transactions across 30,000 different nodes, whereas EOS only with 21 different nodes, it's lightning fast. But you know, there will be a lot coming out with that. I mean, right now it's already ranked 5th. If it took over Ethereum, it would be like a 6x gain, which would be cool. But will it overtake Ethereum? I don't know, but this is a good one. I own some EOS. Oh, geez. Wow. Pranjal really wants to know about Internet Node Token. My goodness. An Acorn. Here you get your 238th. Well, definitely a price pullback. Only available on OK Exchange. Build a genuine IoT ecosystem. First public use blockchain. Let's see. Oh, is this a already established company in China? I do. Partners with IBM and Huawei. I mean, it looks like this, that there's already potentially a company. I would need to do more research. I haven't. Let's see. I don't even know where the white paper is to do this more research. Disclaimer, risk statement. I mean, this one could be a good gamble. There's a lot of without seeing the white paper and really knowing more about it, I would need to like read up a bit. IoT things are pretty popular. You have like IoT chain and IoTex and a whole bunch of different IOTA. So there's a big IoT thing going on. It's only listed on OK Exchange. OK Exchange is a huge exchange, but you know, the more exchanges, the more people can do it. Because I don't think I can get an account on OK Exchange. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, right, Acorn and affect that. Because Acorn, I think I can remember. 476. Wow, this one is just straight sideways movement. Only on Switch.io. You know, if it gets listed on some other ones, I'll be honest with you guys. Just going to be straightforward honest with you. When I see something powered by Neo, gives me a little, you know, yeah. But I mean, this one could definitely be a good bet. It could. $12 million market cap, ranked 400, gets listed on another exchange. Yeah, you could definitely see some big gains from that. And, you know, it's another artificial intelligence. That stuff is popular. It's got Charlie Shrem as an advisor. This dude, again, as an advisor. Who else? These guys look really young. Let's see. Who is software developer, software developer, software developer? So they've got 3 developers. That concerns me. Maybe 4. And maybe 5. Okay. That stuff does concern me just a little bit because you're doing artificial intelligence. You only have... Oh, fuck it. But, you know, I think it has a lot of potential for growth. Definitely. Definitely. Oh, Acorns and ICO. Right. Right. Okay, this is probably some of the last ones I'm going to do just because I gotta get going. Crowdfunding for everyone. Pre-sales sold out. The main ICO starts May 26th. Again, with these ICOs, with all of this stuff, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. These are just my opinions. Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Using the blockchain to help founders and startups access funding. Interesting. It's like they're crowdfunding to help others crowdfund. This is funny. So they're raising money to help other people raise money. But if they were so good at raising money where they could help other people, would they need to actually raise money? I don't know. But, I mean, a good idea. There's a lot of ICOs. We're just in the beginning of ICOs. They want to get it on there. They want to help more people do ICOs and whatnot. So, yeah, potentially pretty crazy. Expert advisors. I've seen this guy as an advisor before. Investment advisors. I mean, it's a great idea. Definitely. Great idea. They have good ratings on ICO Bench. Do I still have Lisk? You better believe it. I'm holding on to Lisk for life. I think that's going to be an awesome project. I think that is another real-world project that is actually producing something. They're not busy like blowing up social media all the time like some of the other projects that are big hype projects, but they're busy working all the time. Let's take a look. What is that thing? It is where you can look and see how much GitHub stuff they have done. Damn. I forget what it's called. But yeah, so let's see, an app for cryptos. If you want to track them, just use Blockfolio. Oh my gosh. Certic. Yeah. Michael, Certic I think is pretty cool. This one is pretty cool. Again, not financial advice. But yeah, formal verification for smart contracts and blockchain ecosystems. It's going to be something like QuantStamp. Oh guys, this is my opinion about ICOs. So if I could participate in ICOs, this is how I would do it. Okay? What I would do, just because I want to show you why. So let's go like QuantStamp, just because we're talking about Certic. This is pretty much what most ICOs look like. Okay? So once they're released, we have a spike, and then we may have a second spike. So if I was able to participate in ICOs, what I would do is I would put money into the ICOs, probably not do all in to one ICO, just because they are always a gamble. I mean, most of the times you're going to do well if you select good ICOs, but it's always a gamble. I mean, stuff could happen. You could lose it while sending your funds there. It could just tank. It could be a scam. So I wouldn't put all of it into one ICO. But as soon as those funds become available, and I would really keep my eye on that, as soon as they become available, I would start selling on whatever exchange is available, because really that's how you make fast profits with ICOs. Now, it's not great in terms of investing. It's not great for the ICOs, but that's how you as an investor make a lot of money. You sell it as soon as you can within the first few days, because if you see here, this was, let's see, 21st and 23rd. So in 2 days, it reached its highest price for a good month and some. Okay? So what I would do is I would sell at the very least how much I put in there. I would try and at least like double that. Oftentimes, I mean, the average return on ICO is between like 3 and 12 times. So you're going to, generally, if you get in good ICOs, you're going to see returns. Sell a good majority of it, hold some more, wait for a secondary bubble, or just hold it for long term if you really like the project, and boom. That's what I would do, and then put that into more ICOs. That's how I would play it. Certic looks like a good one. I was looking at this the other day. So yeah, definitely. Not financial advice, guys. I love saying that. It's like, not trying. This isn't racist, but it's one of those things. It's like, this isn't financial advice, but here's some advice for your finances. Yeah. Start loading up on Zilliqa. Yeah, I think the price is pretty high for Zilliqa, but they do have, apparently they have a working platform. Cool. So I think that's about it. I hope that stuff was helpful. Were there any ones that I said I would get to that I didn't? I know. Pranjal, you're asking a lot. Charter. I don't know. Sharding has Zilliqa's dipped, has it? Zilliqa's dipped. Yeah, price coming back down. Let's see. This was 600 and... Come on, get up there. It won't go all the way up there. 2,700, half of that would be 1,300. That's where I would look for an entry point, somewhere around 1,300 Satoshis. That's a 50% pullback, if I was going to. But yeah, I mean, Zilliqa had a huge run up, a lot of popularity, and you got to remember, if we take a look, the attention span in cryptocurrency is very short. So Zilliqa last week or the week before, I think it was last week, Zilliqa was blowing up. It went from like nothing to breaking the $1 billion market cap. The week before that, we had Icon and Ontology. blowing up. But guess what? They've come back. Icon went from, I don't know, Icon's still up there. $5 back down to $4. Ontology definitely came down a bit. It was at $10. It's down to $7.89. So, yeah, we're starting to see a pullback in some of those things. My personal opinion on all this stuff, I think it is an awesome time, these red days, to get into cryptocurrencies. Like, if you have some fiat, I would put it in there because there's a good chance that things will be turning around, most likely by the end of 2018, but, maybe sooner. Maybe sooner. So that's all for today. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. It's been a pleasure. Make sure you reload this video after the live stream and comment on it so you have a chance to win one of these sweet shirts that I give away every day. You could win it and wear it around, make everyone jealous. I will catch you guys tomorrow at the news episode at noon. And then Thursday, for any of you who are at Consensus or in New York, I'll be at the Crypto Influencer Summit in New York City. I'm flying there just for that and then flying back home. But you're going to be on a panel there talking and then, maybe receiving an award. So I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace out.